Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today I'm going to work on a new commission piece. It's a pretty simple commission because it's just a sketch. I think my client is using this sketch as a way to evaluate whether my art will be a good match for his book project that he's hoping to do. So it's not even a paid sketch, it's an exchange of services. So that's pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever done that before, but he's got skills that I need and I have skills that he needs, so it's an equal exchange, I feel. What he wants is it's this character from his book. I don't know too much about it, it's just that she is blind. And in this particular image, he wants her with her hair all wet because she just came out of the shower and she's wearing a bathrobe. So I need to go find the email. I didn't think of it until just now explaining it. I need to go find the email where he sent a picture that he drew. Okay, let's open that so I can see what he has in mind, what he's seeing in his mind's eye. I don't know, I can close my email program. And I've been looking for reference images. There's not really any one that's exactly like what he's drawn or anything. So this is going to be a lot from imagination on my part, but since it's just a sketch, it's not too big of a deal. At least I want to see a reference image that shows the folds of the fabric of a bathrobe. I'm not sure if he wants like a thick cotton one. He's made a big point that this isn't supposed to be a sexy image, that the character is supposed to be like good looking, but this isn't supposed to be some sort of alluring pose or something. I think the word I used was somber, and he said that's correct. So maybe I'll go with a thicker fabric because the thinner fabric robes are more sexy. So, and he said that's not what he's going for. I just need a picture that kind of shows someone just kind of standing there in a robe. A lot of these are really either only show half the person or let's see. I just want to see how the folds work. That's all. Folds work on a standing up, someone who's standing up in a robe. And hopefully from the side. So still scrolling. I just did a Google image search. I just need to see a wrinkle, so I don't think there'll be a copyright issue if I look at a picture of wrinkles in fabric. Still not really seeing anything that's what I'm looking for. It seems like it should be such a simple thing to find. Kiwi started meowing again. I think it's because he hears me talking. He hears me talking and he thinks it's time to start talking. Kiba, come here. He's got kitty litter dust all over his head again. He always like puts his face in it or something. I don't know what he does. Or he rubs his head on the side of the box. Oh, here's someone standing side, showing their side. Let's see. Oh, it's a very poor quality image. It's all pixelated. I found a picture of the head position, just so I can see placement of features. I'm not going to copy this person's face or anything. I just want to see when the head is looking down, although this person is blind, so she's just tilting her head down, but that's what he specifically wanted. So I wanted to see how the eyes, the nose, you know, how they all relate to one another. I just need a picture of a robe so I can see how the fabric hangs. Tried switching to large images. Maybe I won't get pixelated ones if I search through large ones. Dang, can't believe it's so hard to find a reference for something like this. Someone's standing from the front. That's not really what I wanted, dang it. Still going down the list of results. Maybe I should change my search. Typo. Oh hey, this is actually better. I just searched bathrobe from the side. And I literally got a picture of bathrobe from the side. That one's just kind of hanging there though. I need a person to be in it. Doesn't actually matter too much whether it's a male or a female in the robe. What really gets me is how the folds work on arms of clothes. That's what I'm really looking for. More than anything else is how do the folds work for the arms of a robe. Someone is standing in it from the side. Dang, I need somebody to be in the robe. Oh, here's some. Maybe. So look, I'm not sure what she's doing with her hands exactly in his picture that he sketched. It's almost like she's kind of rolling up her sleeves or something like that. Still looking. Going back up, seeing if there's anything that's at least close enough that I could just guess for the rest of it. Maybe this one. View image. This has the arm position that I was looking for. Oh, sad. Doesn't work. Okay, that one didn't work. Literally would not show it to me. I click visit instead of view image. Ah, I see. Yep. Alright, sweet. I got it. Gosh, I just want to see the folds. That's it. That's all I want. I think that's good enough. Because I can also see how the folds come down the body. where the waist, the belt has been tied around her waist. Oh, whew. Okay. So, interestingly, this is the last page in this sketchbook that I've had since, I think, February. Yep, February 2014. So this has been, what is it, 2018? This sketchbook has lasted me over 4 years. I'm finally finishing it, just barely after the 4-year mark. So, let's see. Got a little bit of marker on it right here. But since it's just a sketch, just make sure to put it over here. Draw over here. So he actually has his character facing the opposite way. Than my reference image. Okay, just sketching out really roughly. I'm using my favorite 3H pencil to do a light initial sketch, because this is just going to be a pencil sketch through and through. So I will start with the lighter. I want to see something. I actually yeah, this does seem to be working better. I turned down the gamma on my video settings. I don't know technically what that does, but when I have the gamma up, colors look better and the overall image is brighter. But when I turn it down, you can see pencil stuff better. And since I knew from the start that I'd be only doing pencil for this, I turned that down so it would be visible, more visible throughout this whole stream. So hopefully you can see it all right. Now, let's see, now this is her neck. So if that's going like that, I think, let's see, yep, and one leg, the other leg, I think maybe my pose is a little too dynamic, but I wasn't given too much instruction. Let me see, it goes back to the belly button. I was given the sketch that my client did himself, and he literally said, like this, but 10 times better. So I'm just mostly going to copy his sketch and just try to put my skill to it. Wow, this person is actually doing the same head pose that I'm... So now I don't even need that other... pick this image because the arm was what I wanted. I wanted this bend in the arm. I needed to see how the robe... how the thick fabric of like a cotton or a really plushy robe folds. So that's the whole reason I picked this reference image. But then it's like... it's actually... the pose is actually really close all together, including the face. Okay, don't want to get too carried away with the head yet. I need to get the whole body correct first, and then I can start doing the details like the head. That's something that I've learned over the years is I get excited about the more like the fun parts of depicting a human. So like the face, the hair, basically stuff on the head. And then arms and legs and everything else kind of suffers for it. So I've learned to force myself to do all of the, so it's like save the best for last. Force myself to do all of the stuff that I don't find as fun. That way the whole image gets a fair amount of work and it looks good together. Instead of just the head sort of standing out and the body looking kind of lackluster. So he's got her like pulling her robe sleeve up. So let me, my hand would go like, she's like pulling it up with her fingers. So that rests the fingers against the arm. The upper part of the fingers are lifting off. And then the palm of the hand comes like this. And then my thumb, using my own hand, I don't know if it's being recorded. I'm using my own hand to figure this out. There. And then the thumb comes. The thumb will probably be on top of the fabric. So the fabric's going to be in between the thumb and the fingers because she's like pulling the robe up. So I'm doing that. The arm just seems to come straight across the body. So let's draw it like that. And actually, I need to draw it a little farther back. Because pulling it back here, or at least my arm goes forward. So the arm would be like this, and it would actually be pretty close to her body. The other arm just resting against her body mostly. Okay, I gotta clean up some of this. It's getting hard to tell. Hard to tell what my lines are. Most of these arms are going to be covered in a bathrobe anyway. I'm going to draw her whole body first. He doesn't really have her feet in this, so I haven't drawn them either. Okay, this hip area is a mess. Let's clean this up. a small eraser for this. I mean, they're like super tiny one. My favorite little super tiny. Where are ya? Oh, there you are. To get the inside of this hand. Clean up the lines in here. Let's see. Fingers are about the same length as the palm, but that's like, I think I need to shorten up this pinky finger. I think I've drawn it too long. This one dangling down. Guess perspective would probably, something about this is bothering me. Yeah, that's not a natural pose. Let's change this. No, maybe I need a teeny pinky too. Try not to use my hand to swipe these away. I think it's my old sketchbook getting me back into old habits. Okay, so, okay, I see. So when I dangle my hand like this, I need to curve the fingers much, much more than I have been. I need to curve these like way in here. So let's do, and they each curve a little less. Now the only thing is I think this is going up too high now. Otherwise, I'm much more happy with this hand. Yeah, I keep drawing this as if the thumb will be there, but I think that the thumb will just be, it would be curving down the side so much you can't really see it. No, let's do one right there. It's cool, ever since I've lost so much fat over my life, my hands are a lot more useful as reference because I can see much more than I could when they were chubby, when I had chubby hands. So I don't have to look for reference images for hands nearly as often because I can just look at my own dang hands. Okay, I get what I'm doing. I'm putting this knuckle in the wrong place. This needs to go here. There, that's better. Okay, so this thumb. Yes, 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 yes. I think that's what I want. It's the robe I'm going to have being held in between these fingers. It's kind of hard to tell in the original sketch that I'm supposed to be making, quote, 10 times better, unquote. So it's pretty clear that the robe is fallen off of one shoulder. But I'm not sure. It almost looks like there's another sleeve or something underneath the sleeve that's like really long, like a kimono sleeve. I think I'm just going to draw a Western style bathrobe. Maybe I will give it, well, I don't know. Dang, I'm not sure. Okay, this is just supposed to be a sketch, so if there are any changes to be made in the future, then we can talk about that later. I guess I'll just give it bigger sleeves, but maybe not as long as perhaps it looks. Because it's so hard to tell. It's really hard to tell what's part of the body part of the robe and what's part of the arm part of the robe. It kind of makes it look like it's got really big sleeves, but I can't be sure. Oh, hopefully this will be satisfactory. It's just a sketch. Just a sketch. Okay, so basically the exchange of services we've done is whatever I can get done during this live stream is a fair trade. So my goal is to not spend too much time on the details because I want to at least make a complete picture. Man, I just had my morning snack, but I feel kind of hungry. Maybe I'm actually thirsty. Get a drink of water. Whew, I just drank a whole cup of water. A whole glass. Yes, I am getting happy. I'm getting happy. Now, time for this. The head. I have been not drawing the head so that I can make sure that I'm giving proper attention to the body. So I only drew this sleeve right now because it needed to be, I needed it to figure out what this hand was gonna look like. So that's the only reason I drew any clothes so far. So now, so this lady is supposed to look, she's supposed to be like attractive but not alluring. Hopefully I can get that across. Okay, I think I am going to use that other face reference. It's just bigger. It's easier to see. So actually I think what I need to fix here is both his picture and the reference picture have the head as almost entirely, I mean his picture is definitely a 100% side view, But I always think it's a little more interesting to do the slightest turn so that you can see the eyelashes from the other eye, you know, it's just more visually interesting. So I'm gonna try and get that. I had done more of a 3/4 turn here with my sketch line, so I'm gonna make that different. Still have such trouble with noses. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I don't give Chibi's noses. It's not a conscious reason, but it's like I did it again. Blast it. I need to push them out further. That nose. One thing that I liked, and then I didn't like the bottom. I want it to be sharper. Oh my gosh, yes, that's much better. You make the lips closer to the nose. I don't like that. To me, it doesn't make sense if this girl just came out of the shower that she would have such bright lips that it looked like she has lipstick on. That's what the original sketch has that I'm working from, but I just don't agree with that, so I'm not going to do it. I've always really hated that in movies and stuff, and they show someone, of course it's usually a female, coming out of a shower, and yet somehow they have like, it's clear they have makeup on. I don't like it. So in a drawing it's worse because someone can have makeup on, but you can draw them and it doesn't look like they have makeup on. But if you put in the effort to draw like outlined lips, then that's like a clear indication of like lipstick or lip color of some kind. Alright, I'm liking this a lot. Liking this a lot now, yeah. Yes, yes. I can't see my stream. I hope it's looking alright. Hope y'all can see that. Looks like you can see it well enough. Okay. Because I've got my reference image up on the one screen, and then the other screen I've got the chat, and I've got the drawing that my client gave me, so it's not really, I have a little tiny bit visible of my streaming software, and that's it. Okay, now the ears definitely gotta go way up here because the head is tilted down. first I'm just gonna connect the cranium here without thinking about hair, and clean it up, then I'll add the hair. So the way he described it to me, her hair's supposed to be like still totally wet from the shower. It's like hanging down heavy with all the water. We didn't talk about it much, but I think that's why we didn't talk about it in too much detail because he just wanted to see what I could do in the first place. So the way he has it, the hair is kind of brushed back to make sure the face is showing well. So I will do that. Looks like a cool hairstyle in and of itself. Ah, but no, she's supposed to have long hair, so actually probably wouldn't see this, even though the hair is brushed back. Because I have long hair, so I know how it works out of the dang shower. So, actually maybe I should wait. I think I should draw the robe first. So, what have we got here? So we wanted one shoulder to be, I don't know if it's supposed to be like she's getting the robe on still, or like knowing the logic of it would help me, but at least looking what I'm seeing, he's got this one crossing over, but this is the shoulder falling down. I think I'm going to reverse that because I don't feel that the one that is tucked in under the other one is going to be as likely to fall down as the one that's on the outside and not being held up by the other side of the robe. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically I'm just going to switch which one is overlapping. Right now he's got it overlapping here, so that this side is on the outside. I'm going to do it the opposite so that it's like his sketch and has it falling off the character's shoulder. So I'm going to go back to the robe picture I was looking at. This one's not falling off of someone's shoulder, but it's got all the wrinkles and stuff. And the construction is also what I wanted to see. How is a robe usually constructed? I don't think I'm going to have it falling as much as he's got it though. Maybe like that. And I want to make this like a really big plush, like I've got the sleeve. I'm going to soften up this point where the arm meets the rest of the body. And let's erase this. Alright, sweet. Okay, this is what I was searching so hard for in the first place. I wanted to get a nice idea how this fabric would fold over itself. Because I decided to go with this like nice thick style robe. Because if you don't want it to be like she's supposed to be tempting someone, you shouldn't go with a thin silky robe. Thin silky hip curve hugging, etc. I think this, oh, like that right there. Get rid of that. Ah, I see. I shouldn't connect this right here. Okay, I'm gonna redo these. I want to simplify them. So basically it's like this. Creates a big lump of fabric. And this is sort of like being sucked up by it. There, that's better. Just realized that this is going to have to be different, because if it's falling off her shoulder like that, there's going to be a lot of extra fabric that should have been up on the shoulder. It might be gathering down here too. He was talking again. Came over again. I don't know if he's just checking in on me or what. Okay, I don't like how this is. I think I need it to just come straight down. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's probably also going to be fabric from the area that would be covering the chest. There's probably going to be bunches of that fabric too. Okay. So the reason I've done her leg like this is because he also has her leg like, well, at least one leg, I can't be sure, at least one leg showing through. So I'm going to have this come down, but open like this. So I drew this leg and I guess I'm not even going to be able to see it, but wasn't sure. Clean up all this stuff. Drew all this great leg stuff and you can't even see it. Oh well, that's the way it goes. You don't know until you draw the clothes on, unless you're drawing from a reference image. But I don't have a complete reference image for this. So if the robe is parting open, there will definitely be bunches of fabric here. But then also, based on the reference image I do have, there's simply wrinkles from it being tied up at the waist. I'm not sure what I'm seeing right here. I think I need to clean this up. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. It needs to come down. Trying to give this robe a big fluffy feeling. So, increase this shoulder a little bit. Made it look more angular. I'm not sure how to describe what I did, but I think it looks better. I need to make this less curve hugging as well. Just need to come out like that. Okay, now I can go back to the hair. Yay! So, this reference image that actually has person in a robe actually has their hair coming over the ear a little bit, and that goes in line with what my client has sketched in his example, so I think I'm going to do that. It's just supposed to be, I think, the hair has been swept off to one side. So let's see, maybe I need to bring this hairline in a little bit. Maybe I'll have it. So I believe he wanted long hair. This character's hair that he's drawn doesn't seem too long. If it's wet hair, it should definitely be mostly sticking to the body. It shouldn't be all big and voluminous, because if it's all wet, it's just how it works. Have some come down the robe too. Not sure what color hair, so I'm just going to do a little hatching to give it a different tone so that it's easier to tell in my sketch what is meant to be hair and what is meant to be other things. It'd be more clear if I was doing an inked drawing, or especially a colored drawing, but this is just a sketch, so I'm just going to use hatching to differentiate different things. Now the other thing I need to do up here is add some eyebrows. She's supposed to have a somber expression. The eyebrows are everything, so I hope that I can get that across. Maybe somber would be a little more angled. I think that looks more calm. Not so angled that it looks angry, but it's hard with a sketch. I think that's better than the last attempt. I'm going to zoom in on this sketch and see. Oops, it's a little too close. Looks like I don't really see any ear piercings or anything. There might be a necklace, but he didn't mention that. I went over with him through email to double check what he was expecting me to draw, and I asked if I missed anything, and he said that I got it, so if she was supposed to have a necklace, surely he would have mentioned it. Or maybe he drew one, but it wasn't actually that important to the character, and that was just him sketching or something like that. Okay. make this hair a little longer to go match with that one. Okay, I'm satisfied now with the overall look. I think the folds are fine, you know, for a sketch. So now I'm just going to add some shading in different areas. Just add a little more dimension, help show what's what. Okay, now aside from that, I'm just going to go over with my mechanical pencil because it has a bolder lead and get a darker outline around certain features so that they stand out more, so they can be told apart from one another. Here it is. Adding more hatching to her hair. I still don't know if it's actually supposed to be dark, but I want this to stand out a little bit more than it is. Oh, hi, Linuscent. I'm good. How are you? Did I pronounce your name right? Linuscent, or is it Linuscent? I need to pick this up and look at it straight on. I think this is pretty good. I've definitely put my fair share of work into it. Basically, we're exchanging an hour for an hour for this commission. And I've definitely put an hour's worth of work into it, not including the research I did. Trying to find reference images and stuff. Guess I'll just clean it up a bit more. Maybe I'll add a little more shadow to her eyes. She's supposed to be blind, so maybe that will... sort of give the idea that there's something not quite right with her eyes. I like that. I think that looks kind of cool. Okay, back to cleanup. Clean up this hand a little more. So I had to redraw it a few times. It's really dirty right here. Well, I don't know if this will land me a book illustrating job or anything. It sounds like my client hasn't even really written his book yet. It's just he has an idea and I think he's just excited about it. And when he heard I was an artist, a professional artist, he was like, oh, sweet. Like maybe he didn't know any artists before or anything. I think this is good. Definitely put in more than an hour. And an hour sketch was literally what this commission was. I don't see anything. Let me pick it up again. Look at it straight on. Set it against my monitor. Yeah, I think this is good enough. I'm just going to do a little signature on it. Even though it's just a sketch, it's still a commission piece, so I want to sign it. Let's see where I should sign it. Sleeve. I like to sign in a place that's unobtrusive, but also couldn't easily be cut off by someone, some rude person. So I think I will sign in the sleeve. If I redid this as a complete illustration or something for a book, then I would definitely do a more subtle signature, but it's just a sketch today. So this is all I had planned today, and I think it looks really good. It's definitely what he asked for, which was, he literally asked for this, showing me his sketch that he did, but 10 times better. And well, I can't mathematically compare for sure. You can't really, it's not a thing you can do, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 10 times better, since he's not a professional artist and I am. So I'm going to call it good for today. Thank you for watching.